everybody, it's Christina of CraftyPaws. I'm here to share with you guys another card that I made for one of our medical heroes. This one is called Call the Shots, and it's another freebie from MFT Stamps. It's available through the end of April 2020, and I think she's such a cutie. I had so much fun coloring her up, and I'm going to share the whole process of how I made this card start to finish. So this is a digital that I downloaded, and then I took a screenshot of that download so that I could convert it into a JPEG, which I could then edit and delete the nose and mouth. And then I doodled on, as you saw there, a mask, and now I'm going to be coloring this up. The doodling, by the way, in order to not affect Copic markers, has to be done with a Copic or alcohol-friendly pen, which I use 0.5 point Copic multiliner pen. And this time I'm giving this nurse a set of scrubs that is green in color. It's a standard color for medical scrubs. And I'm taking a couple of Copic colors that I thought would blend nicely together and still give a bright feeling to the scrubs. I don't want to make these, medical hero cards or thank you cards with colors that I think might be depressing. I want to keep this light and bright. I did realize, however, that without a deeper shadow, it wasn't going to really pop like a three-dimensional kind of look that I wanted to achieve. So I added a G46, which is a really dark green, and I think that really helped. You can see that the shadows really make the image recess, and thereby, in contrast, the lighter areas really pop forward. And now I'm going back in and blending with the mid-tone from the dark areas into the lighter areas along the edges where the shirt would cast a shadow, where her armpit is, where there are seams like around the outside of the pocket, the back side of her legs, because I'm going to imagine that the light is coming from the front. And then to blend a little bit more richly and add a little bit more detail, I'm using colored pencils. And if you're interested in the particular colors that I'm using, please check my blog post, which I will link to in the description box below. But basically, it really eliminates all those lines from the markers from one shade to another. And it really helps bring the full range of tones of this green together. So I went with the darkest, and then colored in with the mid-tone over top, and then with the lightest. And you can see the difference already here between the pants and the top of the scrubs. There's a richness to those pants, and there was a vibrancy. And the other benefit of color pencils is that you can really get into tiny nooks and crannies and not worry about the ink bleeding out further. So there's a lot of control that you can get from colored pencils that you really can't get from Copic markers. Plus, I'm just using regular Prismacolor premium color pencils, but there are other brands like I think the Polychromos that is super vibrant, but I really like the effect that I was able to get with just adding a thin layer of color pencils on these scrubs. And you can see already there's like a yellowish summer green color that gets added with the color pencils that I just wasn't achieving with my Copic markers. And I really like how vibrant it makes the scrubs on this nurse look. And it also, like I said, blends away all those kind of line marks. Now I'm going in and coloring up her skin. I'm using some basic skin tones, E50, 51, E01 for the darkest shade. And you can see I'm eliminating a little smudge here. That came from the fact that I printed this digi out on my printer and it hadn't really set the ink. When I touched it with the lighter Copic markers, it kind of smeared onto my pen and that smeared back onto the image. So you can see right around the eye on the right side here, you see a little lighter mark, and that's because I pushed the color away with the 0 blender marker and I let that dry a little bit, and you can see it's almost faded out now as the alcohol evaporates away. And now I'm adding some blush. I'm working on other parts of the face before I go back in and fully blend out again. And when this fully dries, you can't see that there was a blemish there at all. Now I'm going back in with an EO1 to kind of bring in the shadowed areas again. And that's the second image there. I colored the doctor yesterday. And now I'm going to share the stencils that I use. It's an old Heidi Swapp star stencil that I use for the background. And I'm just blending on some Tim Holtz Distress ink in a rainbow of colors. So I start with Festive Berries, then Spiced Marmalade, and then mustard seed. I'm not doing super bright colors. I mean, obviously these are bright colors, but this is more of a muted rainbow because I really wanted the green here coordinates really nicely with the scrubs on the nurse, but I wanted this to not, the background to not pop so much because I wanted the nurse to really take center stage. And off camera, by the way, I added color pencil blue, like an indigo blue, to the black hair, and I think that really added a lot of detail too. So that's the background. Those are the inks that I used. And finally, I decided to add a sentiment so that the nurse wouldn't just be like floating on top of the star. So I am using the sentiment from a Newton's Nook Thankful Thoughts stamp set. And I thought this was perfect. It basically says, this isn't a thank you card, it's a hug with a fold in it. And I'm heat embossing it. So I used a anti-static tool first, and then I stamped it with Versa marker ink. And then I put some Ranger Superfine black embossing powder, and I'm using my heat tool on both sides so that the cardstock doesn't warp too much in one direction. So you see me heating it from both the back and the front, and that melts the embossing powder. And now I put some double-sided foam adhesive on the back side of this nurse so that she can be popped up a little bit, add a little interest and dimension to this card. I also liked the embossing of the sentiment for that same reason. It gives a little bit of extra shine and texture. And that's the completed card. I hope you've enjoyed this process video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful, safe, crafty day.